Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Northwest Freerider. So today we're going to be showing you guys how to adjust your shock. So as you can see, I have my 2016 Skidoo Summit X. It's the 154 XM. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to adjust the front shocks and the rear torsion steering on. Okay, so now I got my machine uncovered. So I find that there's not a lot of videos online on YouTube. I've done my research. Nobody shows how to adjust these older shocks. So I figured, why not make a YouTube video on it, you know? I'm sure there's a lot of people in my position who, you know, are trying to figure out how to adjust them. And it's not as easy as like the new machines where you can like turn the dial. So you're gonna need your shock kit. Like, it's a tool box here. I'm gonna show you. Okay, so first you'll need your OEM tools that came with your machine. So this is your dual toolkit. Alright, so you're gonna open it up and you'll see you got some different tools in here. So the one we're looking at is this. This is gonna be for your rear torsion spring, which is underneath your bogey wheel in the back here. And you have 5 different levels of stiffness. And what that does is it adjusts your rear height of your tunnel and like your rider height. So what you're gonna do is you'll start at 5. That's what I usually start at. Or you start it out all the way cranked up. You're gonna lift your rear tunnel, make sure the suspension is fully up, and then you'll need 2 people to do this. So you'll put a tape mark on your bumper with a tape measure, and what you want to do is you measure your starting height all the way cranked out. And what you want is, when you're sitting on it, 1 person or 2, depending if you have a 2-up, you want to have about 3 to 4 inches of sag down. Okay, so you'll have the second person back here. You'll get your original mark, and then when you have someone sitting on the machine, you'll read the mark and you'll have to adjust your spring as it goes down. So let's say you have 1 inch of drag. You'll set it to 4 and then measure it again, but make sure that you reset your tunnel height. Okay, so I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so I'm no pro at this. I just learned off of what knowledge I have, kinda. So I'm just gonna show you a rough, I've already got it set, but I'll show you how to turn the torsion spring here. So as you can see, we have 5 different levels. So you have 5, focus there, 5, 4, 3. I have it on 2, I'm a fairly small guy, so just depending on your weight and everything, it'll affect how much sag you have at the back. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab the big end, you're gonna put it on your rear torsion spring adjuster, and then you're gonna crank it. Okay, so I have it at 3 now. Okay, and then if you want to go down, you go down. As simple as that. And then you would, like I said earlier, have someone measure your sag going down. So there's lots of other YouTube videos that you can look up with more specifics. I'm not really good at explaining the whole gist of that, but let's move on to our front shocks. So this is our front shocks here. You have also 5 different levels of adjustment, and they're fairly easy to adjust. As you can see here, all you're gonna do is turn it with your hand. As you see, the whole thing shifts, and you can stiffen it by turning it clockwise or whichever way, or loosen it. Okay, so there's not a lot of videos showing it, but I don't really know the difference. I'm just showing you guys how to do it. Later on, when I'm more experienced, I can show you guys like the difference it makes, you know. If you have a hard time adjusting your front shocks, let's say they're really tight, so like this side here, it's really tight, it's hard to turn by hand. I've heard that what you can do is go with a cloth, put a cloth over top, and get yourself like any type of big, like a plumber's wrench or something, and then you can like turn it gently without trying to scratch the paint. With the cloth, it helps. So that's another way you can do it if you're having a hard time turning your shocks, okay? Try to mess around with it, figure out what works best for your machine. Me, I like to run it a bit stiffer on the front, but I'm still playing around with it. You know, like just adjust it till what feels like the best to you, okay? So that's how you adjust your front shocks and rear torsion spring on any older Gen 3, or that's what I call it, Gen 3, but it's the XM chassis. Yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this. We're getting a lot more snow coming up. I'm hoping to bring more content to you guys soon. I'm just waiting on the weather. It's not cooperating. I don't know. This has been a bit of an on and off year. We had some good snow about 2 days ago, and then we had a big melt, so we lost a lot of our snow. But once we get snow, I promise we'll have more content for you guys, okay? So stay tuned. Just tried to give a little rundown of like how to do it. I'm not really an expert, like I said, so hopefully that kind of cleared up some questions there. If you have any questions, I'll try to answer them to the best of my abilities in the comment section below, okay? And yeah, that's it. We're all done for today. Have a good day.